Stampers, this is Cheryl from stardust.stampinup.net, and I just want to share with you this cute little Halloween coffin treat holder. I actually got the pattern from marthastewart.com, and if you head on over to my blog, I will just have it on there, a link, so you can just click on there. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to make it. I will go ahead and start with the top, and I'm just using basic black, and I like to use my paper piercer matte and just stick it on here. And you know what, actually what I'm going to do first is go ahead and cut it out. And so, you know, you print off your pattern right off the computer. And let's see, I'll just pull this up so the end of the box is right at the top there. And I'll just cut this out. Okay, whoops. Now what I was going to say is, with the paper piercer mat, the piercing mat I should say, I like to use that to put the paper on so I can score it. There we go. So see, there's our black lid of our coffin. And then I'll just go like this. Whoops, get it back on there. From the angle that I'm sitting at, it's hard to tell if I'm lined up or not. But it'll all be good. Okay, and then what I do is I just take my stylus or score tool, and using the smaller ball, because there's the thicker one and then there's smaller one, I'll go ahead and use the smaller one and just use a ruler and trace over all of the dotted lines, because that's where we're going to fold it. And I'm sure Martha Stewart probably has an easier way of doing this, but this is what I came up with. What's fun about these patterns is a few years ago I actually copied them off, you know, my printer, and then I shrank them down, and my daughter made a bunch of them for her classmates for Halloween. It was so much fun. Okay, so after you score all the dotted lines, hopefully, oh whoops, I forgot this one here. See, I just flipped it over and you can tell where you got, so that's kind of nice too. There we go. There. I don't know if you can see that or not, but once you get all of your dotted lines, then go ahead and take your scissors, and on the solid black lines here, we will just cut, and we'll just cut right through our paper, our pattern, and our black paper, of course. There we go, just like that. And then you can go ahead and fold up all your score lines. And it'd probably be best if you had your bone folder, but of course I don't see it on my table here, so I won't use it. With the cardstock, it just seems to fold it nice and crisp. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Hopefully I'm not going out of the camera too much. Sorry if I do that. There. Okay. Now before I stick adhesive on here, I'm going to go ahead and do some stamping on here. And the set that I'll use first is actually the holiday invitation set. And I'm going to use this cute little bat with the little stars on there. And it's the clear, the photopolymer, I believe is how you pronounce that. I love these stamps. You can see exactly where you're stamping. Then I'm going to use the cotton white Stays On ink. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and stamp here. There we go. We'll just do a couple little random stamps here. Whoops. I just love this Stays On. It craft white. It's so nice for, you know, dark paper projects. There we go. That'll be good. Okay, we'll get our lid back on here. Super. Okay, I found the easiest thing, or easiest way to put this together is glue dots. I tried the Fast Fuse because I really like using it, but being there's so little, you know, these little tabs here, it just works so much easier with the little glue dots. And I just use my paper piercer to grab a hold of it and just fold it right over the top. Whoops, I don't stick it to everything in the process here. Now on these little tabs right here, they're actually bigger than the glue dot, so I just kind of fold it over. That way you don't have too much showing on the other side. Whoops. And I stick it to myself instead. There we go. You can kind of start seeing it come together here. I see one score mark I didn't fold very well. There we go. See, that's when I needed the bone folder. Okay, and one more here. There we go. There, and there's our top. So cute. Now, for the tag for our top, I'm going to be using the Merry Everything, Good to the Last Bite. And the punch that coordinates with that set. And these are both available in the holiday catalog. I'll be using the Blackberry Bliss to stamp with here. Oops. Starting to get lots of things on here. I better clear up my area a little bit. There we go. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not, but all of a sudden my lamp overhead is starting to flicker, so hopefully that's not too dreadfully annoying. Oh, and I did it again. I need to learn to stamp upside down so that I don't have to cut this out. Oh goodness, there we go. Well, I'm just using a scratch piece of Whisper White anyways, so that works. There we go. There, see, if I would have stamped my image this way, then I could have just come in and punched it. Oh well, it all works out. There we go. Now all I'll do is just take a dimensional, if I can find one here, and just pop it up on the back. Put it in that little bare spot there. And there you go, there's the lid. So cute. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do our bottom. And actually, I already did that part. I did the tracing and the cutting just because I knew that it takes a little bit of time. But I wanted to go ahead and show you how to fold this one up as well. And for this one, you can use your sticky strip, or I actually like to use the fast fuse. And an easier way, I guess, is just to turn it upside down, or what would be the bottom, and just stick some fuse on there. Whoops, if it will go. Sometimes I've found this sticks to itself so bad it won't come off very nice, but it does really stick if it ever works. There we go. I know it gets gummed up in here sometimes, you know, inside here, so that's why it doesn't come off very well. It's not the product, it's the user, I'm sure. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and fold it all in here. And these go together so nice. And voila, that is the bottom. You can put, you know, whatever kind of treats you want in there. As you can see, I have nuggets in this one, and it holds a lot. It's, you know, bigger than my hand, so, or thereabout. So that it holds lots of yummy goodies in there. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will have a link for the pattern on my blog. Thanks for stopping by.